Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Albania or Iberia campaign in Europa Universalis IV. Alright, so we are going to be taking this tech soon. We just need to get our Western arms trade bonus, and if possible, archery versus muskets. If Prince Tanush II here wants to just go ahead and kick the bucket, that would actually be fine. Save us a solid 30 military points, 30 whole MP. Of course, he's generating probably more than that. Yeah, we probably shouldn't wait for that. We'll wait till we get Western arms trade, and that's about it. So we're going to improve relations with our little neighborhood friendly buddy here. Let's see, I have a diplomat free. We have a truce with Naples. Who can we attack? Iberia. You have fabricated a claim here. I'm going to go ahead and set Morocco manually to hostile. See if we can get our little buddy here, Kabylia, to fabricate some claims on him. Meanwhile, truce with Tunis. Yes, truce with Tunis. Very crap land. I'll probably want to wait to attack Tunis until after we can get a border to Tunis with Kabylia, because I don't want to take any more of the land. I want the coastal stuff, because it does provide a very marginal amount of force limit. See, this province here provides actually 0.85 on its own. So it adds up. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but the inland stuff, though, I don't really want. Okay, so we're, right now, Russia no longer has this rival. That's cool. So we only have 3 enemies now. Messina has apparently rivaled us. Wow, Messina, you've done well in Africa, haven't you? Good for you, man. I mean, this is not going to matter. We're never going to fight you, but okay. You are probably never going to want to become a vassal, are you? I mean, you've done such a great job for us, Mento. You've converted land. You've embraced the true faith. You're a wonderful, wonderful neighbor, wonderful ally. Despite your meager force limit, you've participated, it's true, in almost every single war. We're happy to have you. That being said, you know, at some point, I mean, you know, just saying, at some point, we might need to integrate you forcefully. Forcefully integrate. Yeah. Look at that, 36 development, that's pretty good. Do we want to lose admin points or prestige? I think the prestige should be fine. What's our mission right now? Attack Naples. Well, that's going to be a while. We're currently trying to get up to our force limit. There's Western arms trade. Let's go ahead and take Tech 14. And we'll also take Tech 14 at Diplo as well. I don't really see too much reason to wait on that. Right, so a lot of people were saying in the previous videos that, like, you know, a big part of the reason why the war with Austria had gone poorly was because we just had bad military tech and lower morale. Why does it feel the need to like, specify manpower costs? They all cost the same amount. Why is that even in there? That's just downright silly, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. We'll soon have the Blaires turned Catholic. Sorry, Orthodox. A little concerned about having a potential rebellion out here. Possibly, but once we get it converted, actually, our incredible tolerance and the fact that we have 95 Patriarch authority is going to give us just a monstrous amount of reduced unrest here. Nothing else that we can actually convert right now, not while we're coring. A little bit concerned that I don't think we're at the naval force limit. No, we are. Okay, we're building heavies up to the force limit. That's good. No more problems, I hope, with those fellas. We can increase our land force limit farther if we wanted to have administrative policy. I don't think we do. Well, that looks lovely. That happens sometimes when you open it up while you're on the Ottoman quarterly save. $33.50 a month. That is excellent. That's a fantastic amount of income. We're on Tech 14, which unlocked the Bastion. So, there have been a number of people saying that we should probably build a castle, build like a fort in our capital. Considering our capital does border the Ottoman, and it is a gold province that makes 8 whole ducats a month. That's a lot of freaking money per month. Yeah, I think it's probably a justifiable expense to have a level 4 fort here. Level 4, level 2, you know what I mean. 375 ducats for this, I do think it's worthwhile. And if we're going to have forts, we might as well make sure that they are upgraded. So we've got one in Serbia, we've got one in Bosnia. These are kind of conflicting with each other because they share a zone of control. If anything, I'd say that the one in Bosnia is the less valuable, because that way Serbia has its own zone of control and Dalmatia has its own zone of control. But at the same time, it is on the border of one of our rivals, so... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna play this campaign a little bit different. We're gonna upgrade these forts instead of destroying them all like I normally would. We actually lack the funding. No. However, Bosnia... Yeah, I guess we'll keep the one in Bosnia. Down here, not so worried. Down in Africa, don't care about that at all. But these 4 forts in particular, or at least these... Well, these 4, not including that third one. Genoa broke their alliance with Savoy. We have 2 forts here. Level 2 and level 2. Coastal fort has a better chance of holding up. However, the defensive terrain of the hills increases the fortification amount. I would say that we're going to rely on the fact that we have naval strength. Drawback is if I delete this one, then we don't actually have restriction preventing anyone from going back past here. So this one might be better. I don't generally like forts. I don't know. Like, defensive terrain is tough because they'll park a huge army on your fort, and then you have to go engage them, and you have to attack into bad terrain, which is bad. Obviously, bad terrain is bad, yo. I mean, didn't you know? Alright, so now that we've converted this to Orthodox, yes, the unrest is already down to 7.6%. It's pretty good. It's pretty good at all. Yeah, it's pretty good. If we get our cores done, it's going to be a pretty marginal amount. And the Catholic Zealots, I don't think are going to actually be able to cause any problems. 7.1 years? No, we're not going to have any issues with that. Holiday music, of course. Because, you know, because. This one I definitely want to upgrade. I'm strongly considering destroying the one in Bosnia. How much army tradition are we getting right now? Fully maintained forts is only 0.35. Wow. That's really surprising, because I feel like I have a lot of forts. We're spending 9 ducats a month on them right now. Granted, a lot of them are outdated at the moment, but... We finished building a temple and a dock. Cool. Were there more docks available in this area? Looks like yes, but these are currently being cored or, you know, doing other things. Build a shipyard. We could do one of these. You know, these guys might make more sense, actually. We're going to spend a building slot, right? Unfortunately, it's only showing like 0.14. That feels like a horrible investment. This one, 0.26. Still, 0.26 for 500 ducat investment at the base cost? That's a lot. A lot of money there, man. Who else is coming up? France, what are you doing, man? France, what are you doing over here? You're not at war. Are you at war? France is at war. France is at war with Lithuania. Okay. We'll stick with level 1 for now. I'm really liking this high income. Letting me get all my forts built up. You know what? Let's just keep the one in Bosnia. I'd rather just be fortified, you know? We're taking war reps from Austria and using all of their money to make big, huge, fancy forts. 4 of them on the Austrian border. And a brand new one over here. 1587. Takes a long time. Does it take like 3 years? 4 years? I thought it was only 2. 30 months. 2.5 years. Okay. Well, at this point, I mean, aside from just like getting our economy in order, getting some manpower back, training up to our force limit, and upgrading our forts, we're kind of in a holding pattern. We don't really need these 2. So if he goes here, he's got his own zone of control. I think he could actually move in there. I guess we do need both. You know what I'd actually prefer is if it was in Urbino. Just pick it up and move it, you know? Just move it over here. Well, certainly not really hurting to have it there. Unless it's doing the weird zone of control shenanigans where, you know, they move into a province and then because there's 2 zones of control, they can move around kind of wonky and weird. That's possible too. 10 unrest here, 16 here. No, I'd say it looks like we're doing pretty good. There's our truce with Tunis. Have you been busy? Have you been fabricating claims on the guy that I hate, Morocco? Fabricate, man. Get to work. I expect you to do well. That's alright. I'm not too concerned about it. It's only 9 more development down here anyway. Yarkand has declared war on Oirat. Wow, I can see pretty far away now. Any new land been revealed? Apparently we can see, I don't know, some of this stuff. These guys have been in the war, so we can see their capitals. It'll be interesting once that all gets revealed. Yeah, Perm has gotten quite large. I'm surprised, actually, that Perm has been able to hold back Russia. Sweden has formed almost all of Scandinavia. That's cool. Now that some of these forts... Are some of these forts upgraded? No, they're still being built. For some reason, buildings are at the top right now. About 450 days. Hey, religious zeal is good. That means we can probably convert it. Importing iron. Make France like us or gain mercantilism? Well, I think you all know by now how I feel about mercantilism. What percentage of our income is coming from trade right now? 48%. That's a lot of money coming from trade. And that's with only 53% control of the Genoa node. Why are you steering in this direction? That's just silly. You should be steering in this direction. We don't want to force it to Venice. We're not doing anything here. Send the money that way, so that there's more here, so that we can send more of it to here, so we can send more of it to here. Thank you. We have no loans. We're now making 40 ducats a month. Spectacular. So what is the risk? Increasing the gold production to 11 will result in a 0.1% chance of the mine depleting each year, halving its production. So does that like take the development, cut the development in half? Or does that just give you half production from the gold mine? Because if you lose the development, then you're directly losing monarch points, and that's no fun. Okay, gain an advisor and prestige, or gain money. I think that the prestige is more valuable right now. How are we doing on estates? I haven't looked at estates in a little while. Recruit a minister, we could demand some support. Gain that final 5 patriarch authority at the cost of a little bit of prestige and stuff. If we get the influence up a little bit, we can then demand administrative support. I think we do this. We do this, and then we do 100. Then over here, we don't want them to gain influence. Nor do we want these guys to gain influence. But I could do one of these. A level 3 at half price. They only gain 10 or 15 influence. The Theologian would probably put down most of our other risks of rebellion. What do we have right now for a guy? We have the Missionary Strength guy right now. Well, that guy's probably useful while we're trying to finish these conversions. So let's keep him, and then maybe after we're done with that, we'll consider hiring a level 3 that's half off. Yes, I know I can upgrade my government rank. I'm not going to. We need to get 1,000 development, and then we can upgrade our government rank. Get the extra diplomat. We're not even using the diplomat right now anyway, so... Not really sure, really. I mean, I could fabricate some more claims on Austria. We are going to eventually attack Austria. It will happen. Still need to train another 16 regiments. We're at about 2/3 manpower. Yeah, I think we'll get... just do it now. Let's get up to the force limit. You can now invest in a new idea. Merc maintenance. Sure. You know, every time I get past this, I never feel like I really want to take it any farther. But there was a policy or something that I wanted, right? I can't recall now. Trade efficiency plus 20%. That's pretty solid. Let's hold off for now because we don't unlock anything else up here, and I don't necessarily need the merc maintenance modifier right now. And I might end up at war where I want to take a bunch of land. We'll see. Okay. Palermo 15.6. Once this gets converted, it should be down to about as low as this one is. And if it was at this level, then with a 20 stack there, it would actually be completely down to 0. Let's see if we can grab those transports. We'll grab the light ship there, have him go join Genoa. Hey, ship costs went down. Nice. Unrest is still fairly high there. I think what I want to do is, like, come over here and pick up this new 16 stack. Yeah, we're losing claims, unfortunately, on Naples. But, you know, they did that shenanigan where they ended up joining the war after the fact. Really late into the war, in fact. Let's park these guys. We'll park a 20 stack over in the Baleares. And then if we can get all of the unrest gone... why are you not fabricating claims? I have specified that I do not like him. I'm hostile to him. Therefore, you should fabricate claims. I wonder if because he's a march, maybe he doesn't do it right. I hope not. So the Baleares will go down. How was the composition of this army anyway? That's fine. Actually, it's pretty good. We've gained some force limits. What about docks? Can we build more docks? They're still being converted or something right now. We gain more land force limit. Could. I'm not going to build anything distant overseas. I think that's just a waste of money. The workshops, I also think, are probably not going to be that valuable. Marketplaces, on the other hand, could be. See, marketplaces overseas might make sense because unlike everything else, unlike manpower and money and everything, for some inexplicable reason, the local autonomy modifier on this, we calculated this out before, it's additive. Everything else has become multiplicative, but trade power is still additive. So 37.5% decrease from autonomy. Not to mention the fact that the autonomy is not as strict. It doesn't hurt trade power as much as it hurts like everything else. Notice how production's at 75. Tax modifier, manpower modifier, 75. But local trade power is only 37.5. So not only is it additive, we're giving you a huge amount of trade power, but also it's completely offset by our mercantilism. So we get like more overall trade power than you would expect. And a marketplace would also be fine. So we might start doing these. Having more trade power in this node would do what for us? We already have 38% control here. There's not a huge amount of wealth here, but the more trade power we have, the more power we would propagate upstream into both of these two nodes. No, not both of these two. Just this node up here from Tunis. Still, that could be valuable. I think it would probably pay for itself. Okay, well, yeah, let's just build some. Tunis already has one. Let's build it wherever we can get the most overall trade power. So 1.2, 1. 0.7 feels pretty weak, but that's alright. Alright, I'm going to take a break here, though. I'll look forward to seeing you again in the next video. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.